Welcome back to Canterlot Siege 2. Last time I completed map 4 on version 1.4. Today I will be playing map 5 on version 1.5 on hard mode. My opinion, hard mode is kind of cheap. It's just plus 10% on enemy HP and plus 5% on enemy speed, and we start with 5 lives instead of 10. It really just limits your playstyle to like the optimal set instead of easy or even normal, where you can actually have some different playstyles and you don't have to abuse Bonbon every time or something. So I don't really like hard mode all that much. Plus, version 1.6 made it a bit easier, but not quite as easy as I want it to be. Unfortunately, there's been a kind of a screw up. I actually did this video before, but it crashed. As you can see here, I have a red star on map 5, and unfortunately I'm going to have to get red stars on all the other maps if I want this to look all nice and pretty. So I've already beaten this challenge, quote unquote. I was actually hoping to like play hard mode raw and show you all my failures up to my success. Unfortunately, it's never gonna happen because I know exactly what to do now. Oh well. Also, the music playing right now, it's actually the original music from Canterlot Siege 1. Unfortunately, it's not going to be our only music. So that's kind of too bad. Anyway, hard mode, it just forces you to use either Lyra or Derpy right at the beginning over and over. We want to get her attack power at level 4. And then we want to get her attack speed at level 5. Even at maximum power, she defeats Diamond Tiara in 3 hits. Unlike Canterlot, normal mode, where she defeats her in 2 hits at maximum attack power. So there is that kind of changes things up a bit. By the way, if I somehow fail anyway, despite knowing exactly what to do, I will eagerly show you all my failures, because that's what my original intention was. Also, even though I'm probably going to play hard mode and complete every map on it to get red stars everywhere with it, this will probably be the only video where I play hard mode, because I want to show different styles of play and all that. So this will probably be the only time where I play hard mode to show that I can beat it. And largely because this is the version that introduced it. As I said before though, with 1.6 makes this a bit easier. And just very little bit. I think it's what it does is that it makes superpowers cheaper, except for cadence. Free speed. I should call Blue Blood a bit earlier, but whatever. And we want a Dr. Hoof, because Dr. Hoof is really overpowered even now. And let's call Moonbutt. Yeah, as you can see, there's no boss music. And I guess I'll increase his range. Nightmare Moon is really a boring boss because of how slow she is, and you're pretty much required to like wait until she goes around back to your ponies so you can properly defeat her. Unless you use the superpower Luna tactic, that's kind of effective. But if you're not, you're trying to save money, and you're gonna be waiting quite a bit. I wish Nightmare Moon had a lot less HP actually, to showcase that. Oh yeah, some units will have lots of HP, but for this one, we're just gonna demo on you. Or maybe Nightmare Moon could have some kind of a special ability, like, I don't know, maybe reduces the range of all the ponies by making it nighttime? That'd be kind of neat. It'd be a lot more interesting than her moving so slowly. Okay, let's get our fancy pants out. We want to hoard up on money. Please? Okay, thank you. Sometimes the shadow bolts can squeeze through. That can be really, really annoying. Here we go. Now we want... No, not yet, not yet. Shadow bolts were... on my first video, I called the shadow bolts a bit too early, thinking I could handle it. Not so. They're really fast, and if there's any diamond dogs left, they will pass through the Lyras. Alright, that was simple enough. That was nothing. Now it's time. Where's the Kura? Yeah, right here. Basically what she does is that, what Zakora does, is that she makes it so that the range of the Lyras at level 5 will be able to reach the road right under them. Because otherwise it's just not enough. The primary point of this is to make sure that if any enemy makes it past the 3 Lyras, the Lyras will still be able to poke them at the road right under them. Because otherwise they won't, and that means the enemy has is home free to go to Canterlot. And therefore makes us lose some energy. Okay, now we want Derpy, because I think I hoarded up enough stuff. Enough bits. And the enemies are strong enough to resist the beginning, so we can still get good profits and not lose out on too much. More importantly though, we need the baked vads. Because Chrysalis is going to be tough otherwise. I think we want another Doctor Hoof right here. Yeah. That's not where I put him originally, but... See? They managed to poke her anyway. That's such a good thing. More Lyras. Okay. Chrysalis. Yeah, Chrysalis is pretty much the toughest boss always. Because for some reason, Putzio1 thinks she should be moving really fast, but also have lots of HP, and also summon a bunch of changelings, which are actually really tough enemies. I don't know why. I think I put an Octavia here. Or, actually, no, wasn't it Doctor Hoof I put over here before? I'm getting confused by my own strategy. Yeah, I think I put the Doctor Hoof where Octavia is before. But I somehow screwed it up and confused it around. I guess I'll have to put a Doctor Hoof down here. I guess. Yeah, I can still reach all over the place. At this point, hard mode is a lot easier, primarily because we got past the tough parts. It's pretty much like normal mode, really. Although there are a few waves where it can get really hairy, especially in the even in the later waves. There is a bit of leeway, not as much as normal mode. That's it. Okay. I guess I'll start putting bonbons now, though. We'll start here. Oh, forgot to completely upgrade this one. And this one also needs to be completely upgraded. Guess I'll put another one right here. Yeah, changelings, one of the toughest enemies to deal with. Always. I think this Lyra deserves a finger clean. And now for the night guards. Someone posted a strategy where apparently after wave 28, hard mode is a piece of cake apparently. I don't really agree. There are a few waves where it can still surprise you and take you off guard, but he's kind of right by this point. Then again, maybe it's just this map is easy to deal with. This is the very first Canterlot siege map, so maybe it's just easy by nature. Ah, it's too bad, Sunset Shimmer. Put a wildfire here. Yeah, at this point, spamming bonbons is basically a surefire strategy. It'll help you deal with the rest of the bosses, helps you deal with pretty much everything. If you need a more... Oh goodness. Better prep up the superpower. See, that got kind of hairy. They almost made it through. Gotta be careful around. In my Octavia solo, Lightning Dust was one of the most dangerous enemies, but in this mode, piece of cake. Super Lightning Dust can still be very dangerous though. Guess I'll put another Octavia here. See, there's a reason I gave this Lyra the finger fling, so that if enemies go south of her, she still has a chance to fling them. Very useful. I sincerely thought about putting in a bonbon here, but I think I'll put a Roid Rage instead. Or Snowflake, rather. I keep calling him Roid Rage, it's easier to remember. Well, Snowflake, it's kind of a weird fan name for him, all things considered. I will put a bonbon here, though. Yeah, we need another Doctor Hoof right here to cover the places that these guys don't cover. Put a Zikora right here. Yeah, sure. trying to use as wildfire as much as possible. She's probably the one support pony I use the least. It's largely because of Octavia. Because since Octavia constantly attacks, I keep thinking, oh, it's more advantageous to take Snowflake. I guess I better put a boom bomb somewhere. Actually, now that I think about it, we don't need Fancy Pants anymore. So we can put another Void Rage right here. Also, it's time for Discord. Just want to place another bomb on. Superpower. I didn't really need to do that, but I just felt like it. As I said in my Octavia solo video, Bonbon is pretty much the hard counter to Discord. Guess I'll start getting boom bombs. I guess I'll spare a Vinyl Scratch. She hasn't gotten lots of love from me. She just is. There are some strategies where at the beginning you can put a Vinyl Scratch right there, and she can destroy the early waves very easily. Especially if you skip the rounds quickly and get lots of bits for it. But in my strategies, I usually go for focus damage, and unfortunately, Vinyl is the worst at that. Up next is Super Spot. Who knows? I guess I'll demonstrate Celestia's power. I think it's most useful against this guy right here. She's gonna miss several of them though. If I had them all in a straight line, it would have done lots more damage. I want to time freeze Dr. Hooves right over here. Go. And there's the core right here. Go. What's next? Super Gilda? Actually, she's kind of high risk. So I guess I'll demonstrate Moonbutt's Moon Crash ability now. I've shown it lots more times before, but just for the heck of it, let's demonstrate it here. Super Gilda is actually rather fast, so make sure to destroy her quickly. I heartily recommend using a super ability against her. Or rather, superpower. Don't know why I called it super ability. I'm not sure if it's version 1.5 or version 1.6 that actually buffed Super Iron Will. Maybe it's version 1.6, I think. He is rather weak. I'll put another time freeze doctor right over there. Because if an enemy makes it that far, it's important that they slow down. Really? Thank you, Cadence. Wow, that was too close. Those super, as you can see, as I said earlier in this video, some waves can really take you off guard. In this case, the super shuttle boats, I clearly underestimated them. Or maybe my ponies just weren't focusing on the right ones. But yeah, Cadence, in a pinch, she's very useful. I think the reason she's so overpowered, because of her, she buffs your ponies, which means she's useful all the way through. While these three, they're more useful in the beginning since they deal so much damage. Which is why version 1.6 nerfed their cost to 100 to match Cadence. More Zakura. Right here, though. Put her right here. No fooling around. Thank you, Time Freeze, Dr. Hoops. I should put in another one, considering there's so many ponies that somehow managed to bypass him. I'll put one over here and another one down there. I think the Super Night Guards got a huge buff on version 1.6, like there's 10 instead of 5. Great. So one Night Guard managed to squeeze through. Of course, you all saw that I already got it perfect on this map, but yeah, the last waves really can pull through and surprise you. Guess I should have had more Time Freeze Dr. Hooves out. Then again, maybe it's my setup. It's not as good as my original attempt. Wow, really? This guy wasn't even upgraded with speed. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's the problem, because this Dr. Hoof didn't have his speed upgraded. That's the entire reason that every damn freaking enemy made it through. My goodness. Well, let's get these two on Time Freeze, and this one too on Time Freeze. Now it's time for Angel. I'm not all that scared of him, really. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Angel, as per usual, you pretty much want to have a... every time you defeat one, you get roughly 1,000 gold, maybe 1,500. I think it's 1,000. Every time you defeat one, basically you build more ponies as it goes. I love it when Lyra flings one of them. Well, I guess I'll demonstrate Twilight's Starstorm now. I only showed it once in map 2, I think. It's actually kind of effective in this, even this late in the stage against Angel, but only because, only when there's like 6 of him out. Anyway, just gonna build tons of bonbons. Go. Wildfire. I guess I'll bring... No, she's already... So yeah, as you can all see, none of the angels can even get past half the map, just because of how much focus fire damage I'm doing. I was actually kind of hoping we could demonstrate yet another superpower at the same time, but because of all my focus fire damage, that's probably not going to happen. Derp, 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 derp. Well, I almost got it perfect, but one night card somehow squeezed through. I probably should have used Cadence on that wave. But as I showed to you all before, I did get it perfect in this map in my original video, which unfortunately got corrupted. Well, even so, regardless, this was my hard mode attempt. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have a very nice day. Next time, I'll try to do something a little different for version 1.6. So, see you then!